Is there anybody there?
What is it? I know obviously it's like, you gotta, I'm gonna put you on the spot here, right? But it's like
All right.
picking the kids here, your kids, but like, what's your favorite one so far? Your favorite theme night that you guys have done so far?
Wow, that is kind of put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Um, I think, and it's not a cop out. I think it was one we did this year.
Uh-huh.
We were the cats.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
just because I have two cats, I love cats,
Oh,
and we were like, let's pay homage to cats because dogs are always in the spotlight. And I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, let's do that. So that was a fun one because we even let cats come into the ballpark. So people were bringing their cats in strollers and in backpacks and on leashes, and it was
oh my god.
just so funny. So that one is definitely up there. When we did the Philly special, a tribute to the Eagles play that
Yeah.
won them the Super Bowl. A lot of people think it's the one that won them the Super Bowl. We did an Eagles theme one. That was really cool too. So it was exciting to kind of mesh the two sports together in a roundabout way.
That's pretty badass.
So,
Pardon my
so,
language.
so is it safe to say that you guys every year use up all 5 opportunities for theme nights?
For sure. And we're always trying to push for more.
You're that team during the winter meetings. Like, can we have like at least 2
Yeah.
more?
Yeah, and sometimes we'll find a way to do it. We were like, oh, cats, but then we're like, wait, this is the first year we're not doing dogs. Like, can we sneak a dog night in somehow? Didn't quite work out, but we tried.
No, I mean, listen, if you don't try, you won't know.
Yeah, but for sure, we're gonna, if they tell us we have 10 spots, we're gonna take 10 spots.
Oh, I
Heck
love
yeah,
that.
dude, that's amazing. I cannot wait for Black Friday. I cannot wait for National Hat Day. Oh
National
my God.
Yeah. The National Hat Day, I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet this year, but that'll be something I'm going to have to think about soon. New Era has it's called their custom cap program, their GCP program, where you can create caps, but it takes a little while. It doesn't go through the normal, it's not like a normal theme night where it's a brand new identity. It would be one that we've done in the past. So that's what I wanted to do for National Hat Day. That's what I've been doing the last couple of years. So yeah,
Different color schemes and things like that.
Yeah, usually I do something like I said, all purple. Like what a crazy concept.
Why not?
Yeah, so I usually do like something like a little off, a little different for National Hat Day.
Like, I mean, for God's sakes, like, I mean, I know that you guys, because of our, good friend, Rick Feliciano, I'm sure he's going to buy one too.
Oh yeah, he's like one of our best customers. Always putting a size a 7 and 7/8 now, aside for him.
See, already the size. Like, we got you, Rick. We got you.
Yeah, there's a few guys that I just know, like, automatically put it aside.
Yeah, because they're going to buy no matter what.
Yeah, there's one customer who buys 3 of the same size.
Wow.
Really?
I just know, like, all right, I'm gonna put 3 aside for Tom.
Wow.
That's awesome. Can I ask you, do you guys usually have different merchandise in the store that is not on the website? How does that work? I've always been intrigued about this because I always go to the store, to the team store, and then I'm like, wait, this is not on their website.
Yeah, it doesn't work well, to be honest. There's a lot of system issues with that as far as like balancing inventory. Like our website, if we sell a hat in the store, it's not going to drop off the inventory on their website. So someone could potentially go to buy a hat, they think they're getting it, but we don't have it. So that can be really tricky. So there will be many times where we'll have a lot more in store than online during game time, because we will just sell through so much stuff during the season. But when we're in the off season, then it'll flip flop. We'll put almost 90% of what we have in the store onto the website, because there's a time when more people are shopping online.
Christmas and all of that. Yeah.
Right now I'd say maybe 50% of what I have is online, but the rest is in store. It's so hard to facilitate and balance all of that.
That's awesome.
So road trip to the team store. Got it.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I was just thinking. It's like, you know what? Let's just meet up over there, hang out, do a show there, and
Yeah.
then try their food. Obviously, right? You got to try their food.
And the shoe fly pie.
Yeah,
right, shoe pie.
I have a question. I didn't realize how close you guys are to your AA team. Do you guys? Well, it looks close.
It is.
Maybe is it close?
Yeah, it's about maybe an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay, it's not bad. Do you guys ever bounce off ideas for theme nights, logos, or anything?
No, we usually don't. They're kind of doing their own thing, but I wouldn't rule out working with somebody else on a theme night for next year.
Yeah.
Oh, I see how you answer that question. I like that.
But it's rare that we don't. They'll do their own thing. We'll do our thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. I like that. During the off season, right? Like I know there's a handful of merchandise managers and directors and things like that. They bounce like, hey, what worked for you this season? What worked? What didn't work out? Are you part of that? Like you always bouncing ideas off of each other when it comes to things like that.
Yeah, like I said, like Brian and Craig, we usually send an email out maybe 2-3 months at a time. 2 months, 3 months pass, and like, hey, how are you doing? What are you seeing?
Yeah,
what's selling well for you? And sometimes it's interesting. Like Brian will sell a ton of 47 apparel.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm again. Also, I spent a lot of money there on 47.
Where 47 apparel doesn't do as well for me. So it is interesting. It is funny how like regional things can change.
Mm-hmm. So you're more New Era in your neck of the woods when it comes to hats.
Yeah, New Era definitely outpaces 47, but we do have a good amount of 47. But New Era definitely does outpace it.
Interesting.
That's good to know.
Oh, it's just yeah.
As I'm wearing my New Era hat.
Listen, obviously I'm wearing a new 47, but I've come around now with the new material that come out with the 920s lately, right? That is a totally different material that they're using, and it's a whole lot more comfortable than they used to be.
Yeah, there's a few new silhouettes coming out for next season that they really were promoting and really pushing. So their New Era keeps changing and adapting, but it's going to be interesting now that I'm sure you saw that New Era.
Oh, I saw the news. Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? What's going to happen with that? So that's going to be an interesting dynamic.
The fact that who are the biggest name brands when it comes to hats, right? New Era literally just purchased 47 brand. Like, I mean, how is that? Just I would have never thought in my lifetime that I would see that.
Yeah, I thought maybe Fanatics would have picked them up since they're picking up everything else.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they're picking everybody up. Yeah,
they really don't have a strong hat or a headwear.
They don't.
I forget who they're working with, but it's 47 brand or New Era.
It's not good. I'll tell you that. And it's funny because, like you said, it's like, yeah, you're right. Like down here in North Carolina and Durham, like 47 is king. That's, and obviously New Era, they sell a bunch of stuff too, but like 47 is like, you go to the team store and there, but like, but then you go to your store, you go to Ohio, you go different places, and it's something totally different that outsells more than anything else.
Yeah, okay, exactly.
Interesting. All right, I want to ask you this question. Walk me through like your typical game day. Like what time do you get there? What do you do? All of that.
It's a very long. Typically, we'll the first day of the game of the series, we're in at 8:30 and we're working until the end of the game 10:30. Then we're back the next morning at 10. So we're there 12-13 hours, and it's really interesting because once you get closer to the game, you're switching gears. You're switching gears into that game day mode. So it's fun that it breaks it up that way. But you're really trying to get all your work done before 3-4 o'clock, before that switches over, and then we'll have the game, and then we're right back the next morning.
Wow.
Sheesh. And then obviously, because you got to go, stock up everything, make sure you're ready for the day, and then stock up again and ready
Oh,
for the next day.
and it's
Yeah.
always 6-game series. It's always a 6-game series, So it's
Yeah,
just like,
Tuesday through Sunday.
yeah, nonstop.
Yeah, but again, it's fun. I'm in an industry that I enjoy. I'm blessed with an amazing staff. I'll have most of them come in 2 or 3 o'clock just to replenish that store to get it ready and get going. And of course, throughout the game, they're doing the same thing. I'll have 2, 3 people just refilling the store, getting things ready because you don't want to wait till the end because then you're going to just be pulling your hair out and stressed out.
Right.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all about balancing your payroll and having people doing things constantly too.
Sheesh. That's crazy. Val, you got any other questions for my good friend here before I go into famous, not so famous questions?
Oh
How do
boy.
you guys? I mean, so I have one question. How do you guys? What's the strategy when and if there's playoffs for you guys?
Ooh.
We haven't had to worry about that except for
No,
2018.
no, didn't mean to bring up
So,
any trauma or anything. No.
if it came down to it, Bim Ritter has the rights to playoff apparel. So they'll send out a catalog and they'll let you know these are what we have available. These are the templates or the designs, or you can send us whatever you want.
And you get to pick it?
Yeah. Of course, I'll something that big I would talk to Kurt about. But yeah, we'll figure that out, and we can get an order into the vendor contingent on us making it, and then they'll print it as quickly as possible. Hats, that's a different story. That's where it gets a little tricky. New Era, they have some domestic capabilities where they'll do some caps domestic, and they can try to get them to you as quick as possible too. But hopefully, I have that problem this year. We didn't win. We didn't win the first half, but maybe the second half.
Like estimate, gosh, the thinking that goes into like how many to order or how much to order at a time is just, oh my goodness.
That's all throughout the season. Like I just reordered some stuff today. It's like, all right, we're out of this shirt. Do I think we're going to sell more by the end of the season? Like, okay, yeah, let's order that. And so I have to think about what across the board. What's a 2-year-old girl gonna wear? What parents gonna buy that? What's an 80-year-old man want to buy? Everything in between. All of that ordering I need to do and try to broken down and in time and in the store and in stock.
It almost makes you appreciate your next visit to your team's team store. Next time I'm at the Aviators team store, I know I'm going to overthink instead of just pick out what I like.
Yeah, sure.
But that's the thing for me. I automatically start looking at team stores, right? When I go into different ballparks, I'm like, oh, interesting that they have it here, or interesting that they order this hat, right? I mean, it's one of those things. You just like because of doing this podcast now, it's like those are the things that I think about now.
Yeah.
Like I'll say the Aviators right now, they have their old stars and old 51 stuff kind of in the middle. And I'm going to think about like, oh, I wonder why, like
why wouldn't you bring it forward or something like that?
Yeah. And that some directors, managers, maybe don't think that way, or they've had experience where something else might work for them. It's different in each instance or situation.
Okay, I got a 2-part question here. Like, do you get to travel with the team sometimes?
No. I wish. No. No, don't get to do that. No one really on staff really gets to do that. Even our radio guy really doesn't get to travel with the team either.
Really?
Yeah.
They just do it all, from the ballpark?
Yeah.
Their home ballpark?
Yeah.
COVID really changed things up for everybody, didn't they?
It definitely did. It sure did.
Interesting. And then 2, you said earlier that you take ideas from pretty much anywhere, right? Like, do you find yourself now, because of the job that you're in, like you go to different stores or you go to ballparks and things like that, and you really do think out, like write things. I was like, oh, maybe I should try this in our ballpark.
Yeah, all the time, especially if I'm in a sporting event. I got to be careful because I could be like, wow, that girl's hat That's like, really cool. Like, oh wait, I'm this creepy old guy staring.
I'm just staring.
Like, all right, I gotta stop. Be careful there. But yeah, I'll anytime if we're going to music festival, like, what are people wearing? Like, okay, trucker hats are cool. Oh, they like patches. Like, all right, we could do something like that. Anywhere I go, I'm like always thinking about it.
That's interesting. Like, it's just the brain doesn't shut down. Like, I mean, it's always on go.
Yeah. I want to have the best stuff. I want to have the most innovative stuff. I want to have stuff that people really enjoy. So just being able to watch and see things like that is very beneficial.
I love it. All right.
I'd say it's working so far because
I
I'm
was
always
just-
in Vegas and I'm always on the site.
I mean, I'm literally right now looking at your hats right now, looking at the jerseys, the theme collections, and yes, as a father, it behooves me to always also look at the clearance section. That's always part of being a dad. Got to look at the clearance section.
Clearance online, that's one of those that's very hard to balance inventory. But we'll have a large clearance section, usually right outside the store. We'll do almost like a yard sale every game, where I'll have some of the clearance stuff. Or I have hats that are $15 from Outdoor Cap. We'll have a whole bunch of hats out there like that. Just to have something for everybody. You want to have something for everyone, a good, better, best mentality as far as your product, and just so that there is something for everyone. Some people are going to spend $40 for a hat. Some people don't want to spend that. This guy right here. But some, $15 on a nice hat that doesn't look like a cheap giveaway. People will spend on that too. So
yeah, I mean your Sunday hat, right? That with the bell. I mean, I think I bought it on sale on your team store.
Yeah, I think we went down to $10 at one point for that.
Oh yeah, I got one. Trust me.
Yeah.
And then of course I got everybody so that's what I do. Is like as soon as I see something like that, I start sending out the link to everybody. We're like, hey, go there, check it out. Look, go buy it. You know what I mean? Just because it's like, why not?
There's a lot of directors that are afraid to discount stuff that cheap or to discount at all. And they end up sitting around with merchandise for years and years, and it just sits there. And it's just, the way I look at it is like, that's a pile of money, and it's no one's touching it. I can't touch that money. But if I can get something out of it, I'll take it.
Yeah, because now you're clearing out space for something else that you can put something new.
Yeah. And if a hat's not selling and I drop down the price, maybe one that is selling well, I'll bump that up a little bit. It's all about leveraging that.
No, then you're putting more merch in more people's hands.
Right, exactly.
It's always great.
I mean, you're getting your name out there, right? You're getting the team name out there, like Val's. It was like, yeah, like yours. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. I'd love going to the grocery store and seeing some guy with an Iron Pigs hat. I'm like, yeah, I designed that.
I love, it's funny because I love walking around and seeing all the minor league hats that are like from different various teams. I've seen pretty much I've seen a lot of Iron Pigs around, I've seen everything just because it's like, man, baseball is awesome. And like, minor league, especially minor league baseball, like you wear a major league hat. Okay, that's your team. But like minor league baseball, it's such an awesome community that you get to see just because you're a Cleveland Indians fan, Cleveland Guardians like myself, like does not mean that I'm not going to root for the Iron Pigs,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's totally different.
It's so different.
I love that.
All
That's
right,
why the majority of my hats are minor league.
That's awesome. Because they're the most fun.
Yes.
Major League Baseball just so stuck up. Like, oh, we're going to do the City Series. Like, okay, great. Well, what else can you do? What fun thing can you do? But they won't do it.
I know. It's so frustrating. Don't get me started on that. Don't get oh my God, because it's so frustrating with that right now.
I'm sure police would love to do like the Salute to Philadelphia stuff we do, like Hoey's or Water Ice or any of that. But they can't because Major League Baseball is just so traditional.
Oh,
so baseball, we get to have fun.
Oh, yeah.
I 100% agree with you there. I agree with you there. So, all right, my friend, are you ready?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay, so these are random questions, okay? And then, Val, you've been through these questions before. So the first question that I ask everybody is, okay, so you go to the ballpark now. This time you're going as a fan, all right? You're going to a ball game as a fan. what is going to be your food and your drink of choice?
Okay. Food is gonna be a cheesesteak. Sorry, it's very steak. Usually a chicken cheesesteak though. I love a good chicken cheesesteak with buffalo sauce. Oh, love that. And a drink is probably good old classic Miller Lite.
Okay, there you go. Can't go wrong with a Miller Lite.
Yeah.
So you're from Ohio, obviously.
Mhm.
Which are you a ballpark mustard kind of guy?
Yes, I have some right in my fridge right over.
You got some Burtman's with you?
I'll go get it.
No, that's amazing. Burtman's, Val, you gotta have some Burtman's Stadium.
I'm learning so much from those from Ohio.
It is so good.
Skyline chili, now this.
See, I'm not a Skyline chili guy, but you already know that. But
Yeah.
Burtman's, that's what. Listen, is this mustard? It is so good on hot dogs.
I need to see the logo.
I think he had.
I can't find it. I don't know where.
But I'll show it to you, Val. Don't worry, because I have one here. I got like 3 bottles. You know, like my mother-in-law sent me one time. She sent me like a box, and she sent me like 3 of those, and it's so good.
Oh yeah.
So good.
If I go to Guardians game, they have the individual packets. I'll just fill my pocket up with the packets.
Yep. You know, they also sell them there.
Yes, I've seen it in the team
They
store.
sell them at the team store. They sell the bottles of it. So there you go.
And not to do a plug, but I always go to Mark's. I'll go to Mark's. I'll get my mustard right there.
There you go. See, so you're just bringing all these memories back again. You know, Mark's. Oh man, there it is. Okay, so you're walking down the street, right? You're walking by yourself, and all of a sudden you find yourself 10 G's. What is yours now? Okay, I mean, I don't want to hear everybody's like, "Oh, I will give it." No, it's yours. Okay, no, Val, is his now. What is the first thing you buy yourself?
I buy myself. I don't buy anything for myself.
See,
like nothing.
Probably your wardrobe is all Lehigh Valley stuff.
Yeah, Lehigh Valley and Costco. I love good Costco shirts, some socks, most comfortable socks ever. I would probably something like a nice dinner. Take my wife out to a nice dinner.
Nice.
Maybe a trip, probably like a trip to Mexico, something like that.
Heck yeah, do it. And by the way, I have like they sell Hurleys now, polos at Costco. I've gotten myself some Hurley polos, so I use them for work. So there you go.
I got the black and gray one. I have it upstairs.
That's awesome. Okay. In your opinion, this is a 2-part question.
Okay.
The zombie apocalypse is going on right now. Okay. How long do you think you'll survive? And what will be your weapon of choice?
Okay. I think it's always like trying to find food and water. That's the tricky part. I think I'd do really well at evading and hiding, but I think I'd have to find food and water. So that I'd have to be breaking into people's houses and ransacking. So I'd need a good bag. So first I had to get a good like backpack. Fill it up with as much as possible. I wouldn't trust any humans because I've seen too many episodes of The Walking Dead where anyone you come across, they might seem nice, but they're not. So I would avoid all humans. Weapon of choice. Well, I mean, this is fantasy world, so a lightsaber. I would have a
bro, yeah.
Maybe a Darth Maul double-edged lightsaber.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. See, I like how you're thinking. I like this a lot. That's awesome. But okay, you seen obviously a lot of Walking Dead. Have you seen the show on HBO on Max now? It's what's it called? The Last of Us.
Yeah, I've seen it. I played the game, the first game. I didn't play part 2.
Okay, such a good series.
Yeah, very good.
Cannot wait for season 2. Is it season 2? Yeah, season 2.
Yeah, season 2. Yeah, that'll be out. I think the writer's strike and all that really pushed things back for it, but yeah, that'll be great.
Awesome. All right. Speaking of shows, what's the one show that you're currently watching?
Right now, it's a lot of baseball in this house. My wife is an insane baseball fan. I'll be working 6 games in a row and I'll come home and she's like, "Hey, look, the Phillies are on." I'm like, "That's great, hon."
Hey, turn it off.
But I think right now, I'm watching The Boys, the new season of The Boys.
Oh, on Amazon.
Yeah, I'm a big wrestling guy, so I'm always watching AEW,
Mhm.
WWE, watching that kind of stuff too.
Oh, you should talk to my boy Flobo. He is a massive wrestling fan.
Cool, yeah.
He has a show, so I'll hook you up with him. So he's a good, yeah, you'll like him. Okay, so what's your are you in your household? Are you guys mostly Phillies fans, or I mean, that's who you guys root for?
100% Phillies, yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Love that.
gotcha.
I mean, my wife, she's a bigger fan than me. She knows everything. She'll do the players' like girlfriends and wives and their birthdays. She'll know everything. It's insane. We get in the car, nonstop sports radio, sports podcasts, and just like, I just need a break.
Right, because you work in the business, right? And you're like, can we just not?
Just need a
Wrestling
break. But I get sucked right into it. But it's funny because she's like the most optimistic fan, where I'm very realistic. She might say I'm negative.
It's a Cleveland thing. It's a Cleveland thing.
Yeah, it is. And so
me growing up as a Browns fan, as a Cleveland fan, like, it's just it's not negativity. It's just it is ingrained in us. It's like, here we go again.
Yeah, I see, Ernest Biner dropping that ball at the over and over in my nightmares. So I expect bad things to happen when sometimes the Phillies are up to, might be pitching when it's tied score. So
yeah, I get it. I'm with you there, my friend.
Okay.
I'm with you there.
Mhm.
Okay. Favorite Halloween costume as a kid?
As a kid, favorite Halloween costume. Oh, it was so dumb. It was David Lee Roth had an album out where he had like all this crazy face paint and head and feathers.
Yeah.
I dressed up as David Lee Roth in the face paint.
That's awesome.
Favorite, probably. I'm sure I had some kind of Star Wars costume. I think my mom made me a Luke costume. That was a lot of fun.
Aww.
I'm a massive Star Wars fan. I'm a massive Star Wars Lego as well. I build a lot of Legos. Oh yeah. So, and my daughter, she likes watching Star Wars too. So she's seen them all. So she's like all about it. So
That's great.
Favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
good job. Good choice. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite Star Wars character?
Luke. It was always Luke.
Really?
Yeah. He was the good guy, the consummate good guy, and the struggles he went through and how he overcame so much. It was just like always was like a huge Luke Skywalker fan. I had worked for Star Wars conventions for a little while, and I got to meet Mark Hamill once. And it was
my God, that's on my bucket list.
Yeah, it was mind blowing. I was part of the security team that took him from one building to another, and we got on a golf cart, and I'm like, I'm on a land speeder with Luke Skywalker.
No.
And the most amazing, surreal moment was we took him. He was going to do this huge panel from the thousands of people. We're in the back, and they're showing clips of Luke Skywalker's greatest moments. And we're watching. I'm standing right next to Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, watching his greatest moments. And he turns to me and goes, "I'm pretty cool, kid, huh?" I'm like, yes.
That's amazing.
Oh, it was amazing.
You got to meet Mark Hamill. Oh, that's so cool.
I got to meet Carrie Fisher too.
Oh my God.
Her room in the hotel was right next to mine, so I kept hearing her dog bark.
That's amazing. Like, I don't care. Bark away. Like you're Carrie Fisher's dog.
Yeah. But that was also a great job because it was specialty merchandising. It was the convention circuit. Like I helped the merch there at the convention. So I did that 3-4 years. Got to go to Germany, Anaheim, like a whole bunch of fun places to do that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Mike, I cannot thank you enough, my friend, for doing this. This has been An absolute blast. The fact that we got to see a new release coming soon of
Yeah.
that absolute.
There's the
Oh
good-
my god, I want it so bad. Look at that thing. Look how cool that thing looks.
I love that.
I know, right?
Oh, how can I not have shown this?
Oh, there's that one. Belle is like, yes, that one too.
Need.
Shoot.
Mike, do you have, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but we all have that one hat that we just pick up when we run errands. Maybe not on game day. It's our comfort hat. Do you have a comfort hat?
Yeah, it's a black Phillies 940 Flex that just
Nice.
is amazing. I love the 940 Flex hats.
Yeah, you're like, yep, this is the one. Boom, boom, boom. There. This
It's
is
a
the
black
one.
hat. Black hats go with everything.
Yeah. True.
Do you have a lot of hats?
I do. Not as many as some people. I would say I'm maybe 30 at the most.
Oh,
I recently got rid of a whole bunch of them because it was just like, I'm never going to wear this.
I know a guy that you can call next time you do that.
Yeah,
Get rid of some hats.
Send them
Just
over
a
to you.
thought. Yeah, just a thought. I am one away from 600 on the dad hats. One away from 600 on the dad hats only. Like I have well over 600 because I have all the different type of hats. But when it comes to dad hat, 600 is like that's where I'm at right now. So
Nice. How many hats do you have?
Me, I have about 60.
Okay.
Yeah, all dad hats though.
Nice.
All dad hats and one fitted from my MLB team.
Well, who's your MLB team?
The Rangers.
Okay, that's all right. As long as if you were gonna say the Mets, I was just gonna.
Oh no! I'm from Arlington, so I grew up a Rangers fan. I just moved to
cool.
so, but I have a fitted with the World Series patch on the side, and I'm like, wow, it's
yeah. How could you not have that?
It's a great hat. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you got to have it. Did you get the gold one with the gold letterings on it?
I do have it. I'm looking at it right now, and I have two of them, and so one that I'm never gonna wear, and one that already has makeup on it.
Of course. Yeah, all of mine have makeup too. Absolutely. So, Mike, where can people find you on the socials, the team, all of that, man?
The team, shopironpigs.com. That's where you're gonna find all the merch. Mike Luciano on LinkedIn. I'm there. Lucci Face on Instagram, but I'm mostly posting pictures of nonsense there. But at shopironpigs.com to see all the cool stuff.
I love it. Mike, again, thank you so much for doing this. This was a blast, get to learn more about, which is a great, brand in the Iron Pig. So, I'm sure we'll be in touch, a lot more this during the rest of the season, my friend.
Sure, definitely. And I think baseball meetings are in Charlotte this year, so we're going to be.
Oh, I'm going. Wow. I am going. I'll be there.
I think nothing's been made official yet, but sometime in October, I believe it's in Charlotte.
Wow.
I'll be here. Count me in.
Yeah.
Val, you coming? Let's do this.
Well, I went to the one when they had it here in Vegas. The year that I moved to Vegas in 2018, I got to meet Marlins man. I was trying to find a few minor league riders at the time, but I didn't run into anyone.
Yeah, that was my first winter meetings, and it was a great time. That was a lot of fun.
In Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
At the Mandalay Bay? Yeah. It's awesome. It was so good.
Here we go. See, it's all meant to be. And we're gonna yes, I love it. Mike, again, thank you so much. Guys, make sure you guys are following, obviously, Val, my good friend and co-host. Make sure you guys are following Mike, the Iron Pigs, and the Dad Hat Chronicles. We will see you guys again next week with another episode of the Dad Hat Chronicles podcast. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
This podcast is part of the Curved Brim Media Network. Here are some of the other members of Curved Brim Media.
Hi, this is Kelly Robinson, the Minor League Nerd. My YouTube channel explores the history of minor league baseball teams. More than just stats, we delve into team lineage, sharing stories from current franchises to obscure one-year wonders.
I'm Paul Caputo, and on the Baseball by Design podcast, I talk to minor league baseball teams, designers, and other super interesting people about what these minor league baseball logos mean, and I talk a little bit about ice cream helmets.
What's up, Bucketheads? I'm Anna DiTomaso, and each week on the Baseball Bucket List podcast, I speak with a different fan about their favorite baseball memories, what the game means to them, and what's left to check off on their baseball bucket list.
Hey everyone, it's Eric from the great state of Kansas.
This is Johnny from the New Orleans Baby Cakes Memorial Museum.
And we are the Earn Fun Average podcast,
where we talk to a variety of guests about their love of baseball and have fun doing it.
America, lower your standards.
Average is what we do best.
This is Patrick
and Corey
of BaseballMapper.com, and we have made an interactive map to help highlight all baseball teams from the majors down to collegiate summer leagues.
We want to bring you closer to baseball, so get on the site and find a team near you today.
Hey guys, this is Patrick Larson from the Minor League Baseball Hat History Series, and in every episode I go through the history of minor league teams through my personal collection of hats. You can find me on Twitter at @PatLarson1. I hope you guys enjoy.
Learn more about Curve Brim Media at curvebrimmedia.com.